Have I been muted this whole time? Oh my gosh. Help me. Help me. Universe, help me today. Do the basic things that you know I can do. Okay, let me start over. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I've got a lot of updates for you. Oh, Holly, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. I honestly forgot I had that on. I enabled it once. Oh, that's right. See, I'm still playing with my super chat stuff, so totally forgot about that. So thank you so much. I was saying hi to everybody, so let me go down the list because I want you to feel welcome in my chat. Hello, Susanna, 12 Step. Of course, my lovely mod. Cheryl, good morning. Jen, hello, hello. We got Guidance, my sweet. Who else? We had Are we live? I know, Arctic Fox, right? Are we back? Ooh. Ooh, are we back? Are we back? Sweet. I think we are. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. Good God. Are we live? Yep, I hear it. Woohoo! Okay, sorry guys. I think that there is an issue with something with like the phone line because they gave me a landline phone which I don't need, and so we moved my internet to my office, and it's been having these issues ever since. So I'm going to call my company. It's the only one I can get. There's no other like internet company, so we do what we must. Anywho. So hi everybody who's coming in, who stayed. Y'all are wonderful people. I think everybody's still here. Perfect. So I have an update. I was going to let you guys know a few updates about some of the things that I am working on right now. One of them is that I have a retired FBI psychic who will be joining us next week. I'm so excited. I believe it's on the 21st. Let me see. Yes, Monday the 21st. So I got to write that down for myself in my little FBI notebook that I bought. I will let you guys know in a video who it is. I can't say it yet, but I'll premiere a video probably this week or next week or, this weekend and let you know who it is. Can you hear me? Holly? No, don't say I'm muted. Don't say that. Because I'm not. I hear myself. I hear myself. Let me know if you don't hear me. Yeah, we really do. We really do have amazing, amazing mods and subscribers, and I appreciate you being patient with me. Okay, great, Cheryl. Thank you. So yeah, a retired psychic who worked with the FBI, who has been in most of the most recent Department of Justice reporting about, using psychic mediums within, cases with the FBI and local law enforcement. It's really amazing. I'm about to post a video today about some of the things that they say in these amazing reports. It blows my mind how awesome some of these psychics are. It's almost like they have a direct connect, like they are a part of spirit in itself. It's weird. They're so accurate. I think 80 to 85% she was accurate on. Yes. All right. So I'm excited about that. If you have been following the Tyrese Gibson case, the 20-year-old missing man from Jacksonville, Texas, there is some interesting information. And I'm trying to find the website that shows the updated information, but I can't find it yet. But one of the suspects who was charged with terrorizing threats, terroristic threats, and kidnapping, he has been arrested. It was the younger boy, Jamarian Lane, has been arrested. Now, we don't know exactly why, but I am trying to find out for you and Levance, who is Tyrese Gibson's mother. So I'm going to try to find his mugshot. And I'm also in the process of communicating with either the detective or the sheriff. I can't remember which one. Because I got an email today that the evidence where Jamarian Lane was talking to people through the online system that the prison uses at the time that he was there, no, he's still there. No, he isn't. Sorry, excuse me. He was the one that bailed out along with Derek Hicks. He was communicating with people in public through this, website that they use. Instead of writing letters, you could do that. Well, he said a lot of funny things that I had sent to the owner of this website and said, hey, this seems like evidence to me. He's saying that he regrets what happened that day. He's saying that if he would go back, he would change a lot of things. And there was another couple of other things about sexual nature, and he was 17 years old. So whoever those people were that were talking to him and sending him certain material, that is a very alarming thing. And so I had them send that to, or I asked them to send it to the Cherokee County Police Department. So I'm wondering if maybe that has something to do with it. I have no idea. So that's exciting. I'm hoping that we can get some information on that. So, again, we have a retired psychic medium who worked with the FBI and local law enforcement in her area coming next week to talk about, how she started in that business. How did she get contacted? What were some of the things on the cases that helped her channel through and get these details so that maybe I could learn something and viewers can learn something about deductive reasoning, along with, feeling out certain things and certain clues so that we can all work together to try to maybe help people find their missing loved ones or potentially give tips to solve, homicide cases. All right, let me look at the chat. Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear me. So, Jamarian Lane, if everyone remembers my video, he was the youngest one that was arrested. At the time, he was 16 years old. Cameron Shed, March 7th, there is a hearing that I'm going to attend with Levance, Tyrese's mother, on at the court hearing about the death sentence, because in Texas, we do that. We do that. Now, no matter what your feelings are on it, I personally feel like it's up to the family members who have had that injustice happen to them. That's their choice. I really, truly feel that way. A long time ago, in my very liberal days, I would say, oh, no, it's not right to take one life for another. Nowadays, having a child, I don't know so much. Things change, right? So, yep. I'm going to go ahead and look to see if there is an update. I'm just waiting. I'm just sitting here waiting because you know how it takes like 24 hours to update maybe even 48 on certain counties' websites. Yeah. I have been the one just waiting. So let me put in his name. See if that's it. I'll put his a mugshot on here of the last time. Okay, fingers crossed. So this is the boy, Jamarian Lane. He was arrested for the kidnapping. Cameron Shedd, again, March 7th is his court hearing that they have, I guess, every month about that. I'll be there this time, and I will, keep you updated and let you know about that stuff. Arctic Fox, you already have the mugshot, girl? Girl, you quick. Do you have the mugshot of the recent arrest? Because I only see the one from 2021. That's quick. But yeah, I mean, you can send it to eveeptalk@gmail if you have the most updated one. I want to see what happened because I'm wondering if maybe my information had something to do with it. I doubt it because I just got the email saying that it was submitted, but I would have to ask the detectives or the sheriff in that county about the information sent. So I don't know. In Texas, most times you can get mugshot information within 48 to 72 hours. It says Cherokee County arrest records. I don't know if he was in Cherokee County, though, when he was arrested. So that's kind of where I'm stuck. I guess it would be Cherokee County inmate roster. But anyway, that's very exciting news because if there was something related to the disappearance of Tyrese or not, they could talk to him, maybe, because he did bail out. Maybe I have a feeling he did something to mess up with his bond agreement. Some people do agree with eye for an eye, Depending, I think, on the crime, if it was intentional, I would, I think I would definitely go down that path for sure. That's just me. That is just me. That's just how I feel. And I don't think it's wrong to feel that way, to be honest with you. Because it's to each their own. Okay. Excuse me. I do have an open records request here, but I know they have to have inmate information. They have to. So we have county judge, county clerk, county court at law. Anyway, yeah, Afrohuman for sure. Yep. All right. So another thing that I wanted to update you all about is that I talked to Harmony Montgomery's mother. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but I have been talking to her off and on sporadically, doing readings and things like that, and just talking to her and being her support system. And we were talking, And she was saying something about one night he was a blubbering idiot on drugs, and he brought up, there was a conversation going on between people, I'm assuming, and she heard something about him throwing a gun into the river. And it could be related to that 2008 or 9 shooting that ended up in the death of the victim. And so I told her, well, honey, if you don't, she wasn't really sure. I think she was like, I think he was talking about that. And I was like, you need to go down there and you need to tell them that, because that might be motive enough. That old case might convict him for that, and maybe he'll squeal, and make a deal to say, where's Harmony Montgomery? Maybe there'll be something if he's backed into a corner. And she did. She went down to the police station and she told me, allegedly, that she did. So hopefully there might be some momentum building once, they get some information or find something. I'm not sure. But that's very exciting that at least there is some information given to the police that they can work on instead of nothing, And they're under a lot of scrutiny right now, New Hampshire and Massachusetts. So I hope they take that information and run with it. It might be something very helpful. All right. What else do I have on the docket today? A lot more videos are coming out soon. This weekend was really tough for me personally. My husband has a business. He works on airplanes, and we have our own separate business. He works full-time, and it's picking up. The weather's getting better soon. People are going to want to go fly. And so I really had to work on not only setting up that for him, but also pushing through and getting my kiddo and I a schedule around this social media stuff, because it's new for me to have to work as hard as I am. I mean, this is a lot of work. True crime is a lot of work. Updating, keeping up to date with this information is hard work. Thinking of content, creation, doing lives late. I wouldn't change it for the world. However, as a mom and as a wife, I want to make sure that everyone is taken care of, in equal time, and that I am taken care of. So this weekend was really just me and, family oriented and just all that good stuff. And I don't regret it, but I'm going to hit the ground running now. So now that I've kind of got a organizational list of things to do, things to talk about, and I have to catch up on a lot of true crime stuff. That's going to be fun. But things are coming. Things are rolling. It's about to really break open, I think, this channel and other channels that I'm creating, because I want to integrate some of the things that I talk about on here. A lot of times I feel like some people don't understand what it is that I'm actually doing with the tarot cards or whatever it may be, or the spirit box. So I want to have a separate channel that kind of guides people along if they have questions. And there will be links on the video like, what the hell is she doing? And then, something will pop up that says, here, click here if you need kind of a breakdown of what this process is. And it's also informational. I love to teach anyone who isn't really sure. And I also don't want people to judge incorrectly either. This whole notion that people in robes and witchcraft and all of that crap that gets kind of thrown onto people who are really just using tools to communicate in different ways. You could use a milk jug. It doesn't really matter. It's the intent of how you use it. And so I don't want people to misunderstand, not only the content, but the reasoning behind it and the speculation. I do get a lot of emails that are like religious oriented, repent, Jesus Christ loves you, you need to walk in the light of God and all that stuff. And honestly, guys, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at spiritually. I'm connected. I'm protected. I know what's true for myself. And so I don't need that. I don't need that kind of reassurance. I'm pretty good where I'm at, and I'm learning as I'm going. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you, Afrohuman. Thank you, thank you. It's a judge-free zone here. I want everyone to know that as my content is getting more and more boundary pushing, and it will be. It's going to seem like drama at first, but it's not. What it really is about to get into, not only with the cases that I cover, and how I use certain extreme techniques sometimes that y'all do not see. And that just means meditation-wise and other things that I'll get into later. I'm going to let y'all see that process. It's kind of intense, okay? So that's why I was saying that I don't want people to misconstrue the way that I do things and the way that I get through. It is not based in some kind of occult-like weird, thing. It's not like that. It's just that I know how things work for me, and it has nothing to do with evilness or higher power or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of put that out there today because you know how YouTube is. The drama is huge. And so as many connections as I have made in the true crime community here with Voices Behind the Wall, et cetera, I don't want people to misconstrue that. So I always want to have this conversation ready to plop in when someone goes there and judges incorrectly. I want them to have this as we've already discussed this. You can go. Go check it out. Yes, 12-step woman. I'm ready. I'm ready for my mods to also be involved more. I have a kind of a different setup with the moderators on my channel. We work together on a lot of things. Not only that, I reward them for that. I want to reward them for their hard work. A lot of people do this for free for other content creators, and that's great. And if my mods choose to do that, great. But I always have the option to give them part of what we create on this channel. And so now that I'm monetized, part of that's going to them. Just the way it is. They work hard. They make sure that things are smooth and going, swimmingly, as best as they can. So that's only fair. It's only fair. Awesome. Okay. Also, another thing that I wanted to do is eventually talk about, the membership stuff. How do y'all honestly feel about memberships on these YouTube content creators? Do you like that kind of stuff where you get certain perks? I never really see much perks except for maybe like stuff that no one else sees, but to me, it's really, I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to have that information firsthand. But I think that I think that you should do more of a service like panel talk, or I like the panel talk, or having that discussion one-on-one with a member, or doing a reading for a member, once a month or whatever, an in-depth one live, or whatever the case may be. What are kind of the things that you guys would like to see if I, in fact, did like a membership? And I wouldn't do a stacked one where it's like $1.99 you do this, $2.99 you get this. It would just be probably $1. It would probably be $1, and everybody gets the same treatment. You know what I mean? Because not everybody can afford these $4.99 memberships every month, especially if they have multiple creators that they're following. So let me know in the comments, after this live ends, how you feel. And I'll definitely take that into consideration, because I not only work for the missing people in this world and missing children and unsolved homicides, I work for my, subscribers too. Awesome. All right. So I have no updated information on this. It's not updating on why he was arrested yet. I'm going to make a video later on it once it comes available. I am so excited. Maybe there's something here. I really do. I think that maybe this will launch Tyrese Gibson's case even further to getting closer to justice. And I hope that, of course, Summer Wells and Harmony Montgomery and Michael Vaughn and Lena Keel and all of these babies get justice. And I hope that reform is coming. My EquiSearch, I don't know if I told y'all, EquiSearch got moved, but the training got moved to this Saturday on the 19th. So I'll do a little live and say, hey, I'm here, getting ready to go. And I'll let you know after the training what I've learned and what I can say, obviously what I can say. We're going to do a mock training as if we're searching for a missing person. So I'm really, really excited about that. Crafty Gal says, I'm a member of other channels and don't see a benefit. They literally do nothing for their members. So if you do it, as long as you provide a benefit, it would be nice. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think Michelle After Dark walks and talks about specific things and gets, I think. But I don't know. I think it would be more beneficial to provide some kind of beneficial service that is directly related to you. And I'm not shaming anybody on this platform for how they do things. I'm really not. I'm just trying to understand what people like and don't like and what they would expect. The interview room is a little different because he has the knowledge and the wherewithal to give more in-depth information while you're researching. There's a benefit there with his stacked memberships. So that's a little different, but just the everyday so-and-so who talks about things, I really don't understand the rhyme and reason. So I'm really just trying to understand. It's not a shaming thing at all, I promise. But I think you're right, Crafty. I think that's a good idea. What benefit can they get from paying to support this channel? And I'm thinking it would be, one-on-one spirit box sessions or tarot readings or whatever they want. And maybe once a month we only have members do a specific case. And then after that, people get to see what we all came up with. I think that's a good idea. Oh, Samantha, great. I do have a Discord. I have my email in my About section, so you can email me and I'll give you that link. Awesome. So before I leave, I wanted to make sure that I didn't go over, 30 to 40 minutes on these lives in the morning or afternoon. The drama. I wanted to talk about the drama that's going on in the true crime community. It's very, like I said in my other videos, it's very alarming, and it's going to get worse now that Dawn is in jail. Because it really, as unfortunate as Dawn having that control over Candace, do you kind of see why he was doing that now? I think Dawn even knew that there is really no one he can trust, no matter what he did or did not do. It doesn't even matter. I think even Dawn knows that there is nobody he can trust around Candace Bly. And I also think that Dawn knows Candace cannot be trusted around others. I feel the fear in Dawn. I don't know if anybody else has felt that. I feel the fear. Not only that, there was a comment that I made the other day that said, Watch who teams up with each other. Now that Dawn is in jail and Candace and Grandis are kind of free from that control. Okay. There are so many people teaming up on the biggest scale of this Summerwell's case. Was I wrong? I was not wrong. I was absolutely right. And I wish I would have said the names at the time, but I didn't want to go there and maybe even start some shit and kind of mess that theory up. But I was right. I was absolutely right. A few of the most toxic true crime creators are now buddy-buddy. And I just could not believe, I could believe my eyes, but I was disgusted. Immediately unsubscribed, it's to the point now where I don't give a shit what information they have. I don't give a shit what their thoughts are. I don't care. If you buddy up with toxic people who are felons, who lie, manipulate, dox people, fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. Because I'm not having it. That's just how I feel. Afrohuman says, it's alarming to see all the creators fight and make up with the fake apologies and the fake fighting. Exactly. It's given me 2020 presidential campaign vibes. You know, I do have a huge intuition that most of this shit is staged. Not Summerwell's. But the shit behind it is completely scripted. Most of it. You know what I mean? Some with good intentions, some with bad intentions. And this had to happen, I think, because the sensationalism of true crime in itself has escalated over 20 years. You know, think about it. In the 80s and 90s and so on, you had these shows when TV was becoming more and more of a thing in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. True crime and that shock factor, we're getting views and ratings. And so true crime has become its own monopolized thing on not only TV, but then now the internet. So that's a problem in the spirit world. I can tell you that right now, that this is a problem when spirit has literally had to be manipulated into making things different. Pregnant. Thank you, Zoots in Boots. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. That's so funny. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I get told all the time that there's always hitches and glitches in the cases because of legitimately media. Kind of deterring. For instance, think about it like this. A serial killer is reading the newspaper, okay? And a statement from a family member, a statement from a police detective, or a theory or something, some bullshit made up. He's reading this, and then here comes these new thoughts and ideas that were never thought of before to escape being caught. Think about that. There is a consequence to every decision made and thought created and acted upon. And so that's kind of the problem that we're seeing, is that there is no accountability for these creators. They have so much power and control. Even if you don't agree with them or the people that they dox or whatever, it's still not okay. There's a problem. It's a spiritual warfare, like I've been saying. So I'm here to change that. I'm here to change that. It's about to get real fucking hairy around here. Excuse my language. But I'm tired. We're tired. This cannot be the way that true crime continues. Family members matter. Their feelings matter. Their privacy matters. And how people use that for their own benefit, there needs to be repercussions for that in a different way. You have the freedom of speech and you have the freedom to do the things that we are allowed to do within reason, within the law. But there also needs to be repercussions for slander and defamation and doxing. You know what I mean? Those are the things that are going to help get things back on track. The balance is way too imbalanced. There's too many injustices on top of the injustice already that has happened on these children that are missing and these unsolved homicides. It's already unjust, and you have creators making it even more fucked up. There should be consequences to their actions because they're too powerful. This group especially that just got together is too powerful. Felons should not be controlling the money and finances and marketing tactics of parents who may, in fact, be guilty, allegedly, or are still being investigated by law enforcement on the disappearance of their child. This isn't rocket science. This word jumble that people do, it's phony. It's just to mask the reality of who they really are and what they're really trying to do. This fighting and bickering is really a distraction. It's giving me 2020 presidential campaign vibes. It's the same tactic and it's working. It worked then, it's going to work now. But the shit's got to stop. The shit's got to stop. So sometimes that does mean eye for an eye, now that we're talking about it. Sometimes that means reap what you sow. There will always be karmatic justice. Maybe not today, but one day. So that's why I'm here. To help with that. Sandy says, sadly, there are no winners. A child is gone. Yep. The drama is not helping Summer's case. So many lies that people fall for and waste investigational time. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Yep. I mean, we got to stop. We got to stop. I'm not afraid of YouTube creators. I mean, sometimes they act like they're the damn mafia. And maybe they are. Okay, do what you do. Do what you do. But it is alarming to me. It is alarming to me what people can do financially to some of these people. Do I think someone recently who lost their monetization deserved it? Yes. I was ecstatic. But how it happened is very, very concerning to me. It is extremely concerning that people have the power on a YouTube platform to do those kind of things. And if you don't know, go do your research, because I will not name drop them. No thanks. No thanks. For every action, there's a reaction. That is so true. It is so true. All right, I said I was going to keep this under 40 minutes, so it's at 38. I appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, a lot of changes. Again, next week, a retired psychic medium who worked with the FBI and her local law enforcement is going to come on. Jamarian Lane has recently been arrested. He was the fourth suspect in Tyrese Gibson's case. I will let you guys know exactly when his information becomes available on why he was arrested. let's see what else. Hopefully Harmony Montgomery's case will push through. There's a big shift in this little galaxy of ours, planetarial-wise, that I think is going to really, really show a lot of truths. It's going to force the truth into fruition. And that's what Aquarians do. That's what I am. A lot of times during these kind of events, truth is literally forced. Does not always mean that it's nice and pretty. It's actually usually very volatile and ugly. So you're going to see a lot of heightened violence. You're going to see a lot of heightened, it could be verbal violence, it could be mental thoughts, whatever the case may be. You're going to see an uptick in brutality against each other. You thought that the drama was bad before. It's about to get really, really bad. Even to the point where I feel like someone might even get hurt. I really do. So please choose your content viewing wisely. Spend your energy wisely and your words in the chat wisely. They matter. They affect multiple people. Sometimes there's 1.2 or 1,000 people in a chat and they're reading that. So be careful. Have some accountability, Mean what you say what you mean. Anyway, have a wonderful day, guys. Oh, Heather, I'm so glad that you came in. She's my lead mod. She's wonderful. If you have any questions, you can at Heather, and she'll be able to answer them. And that includes 12-Step Woman and SHCB. Raybird, Eve, Donna saw lettuce and monkeys reading, and lettuce was said twice using the app. In my session for him, just wanted to let you know, combining our energies for the greater good. Yes, 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 yes. Positive and good energy with good intent is a wonderful, massive energy, and that's what we're going to do. Shannon says, 2022 is the year of God's love. Pray and watch for your miracles. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Pink Butterfly. Hello. All right, guys. 40 minutes. Dang it. Thank you so much for being here. New videos coming, new community posts coming. I'm going to have links for specific cases and combined information on the EVP sessions and also the case details. That's in the works. So this is going to be a lot more organized and fun. It's going to be a lot more fun for you to just enjoy and not have to work as hard with me to get information. So thank you so much for being here. Drink some water. Hug yourself. Hug your babies, hug your grandbabies, hug your fur babies, and I will see you guys on the next live. Love you and have a great day. Bye.